I want to thank the members of the World Economic Forum and Hilde and Klaus Schwab for this award. It is a great honor to be here. You have, in bestowing this award on me, emphasized the importance of art and creative thinking within the economic world that you are all a part of. And I accept this award on behalf of my art that I hope makes us aware of how fragile and beautiful nature is, and on my environmental project, What is Missing, that Hilda talked about. I believe that our imagination has allowed us to see possibilities, whether it is being able to fly, or landing a rocket on the moon, or exploring 6 miles beneath the ocean. All these accomplishments of today were imagined long before technology could achieve them. But we are an inventive species, and once we can imagine something, we have always been able to achieve these dreams. With climate change, so many people need hope and realizable solutions. People are scared, and people are thinking that there's nothing they could individually do that can make a difference, or that collectively or politically, we are not moving quickly enough to affect real change. Now, I know some of you here are focused on solving these problems at the political, scientific, or economic level. I, on the other hand, get to imagine and draw perhaps a different way to look at the immense problems we are facing due to the climate crisis. Can art get us to pause and look differently at the problem itself? For instance, if you took the entire population of the world today, 8 billion people, and we all lived at the density of Manhattan, how much space would we take up? The answer, the state of New Mexico, or the country of Poland, or of Vietnam. So is this problem we face about population alone, or is it much more about land use and resource consumption? According to the World Economic Forum, it would take 1.6 trillion in US dollars annually to mitigate climate change. Well, what can I do as an artist? Maybe I can only point out some other things that we spend that amount of money on each year. For instance, we spend 1.5 trillion a year on alcohol, or we spend that amount on tobacco, drug trafficking, and meetings in the US alone combined. What it would take to fund nature-based solutions that would reduce emissions significantly and save biodiversity is actually equivalent to what we spend on tobacco every year. The point is, we, all of us, are simply devouring the planet. The top 1.3 billion of us that are causing this disaster, we're having the biggest party on the planet. And we are basically spending the money it would take to save a future for our children and their children and for every other species on this planet. So no, it's not about giving up that drink. It's about imagining buying one more drink or two for the planet and for our children's futures. Thank you.